So this question number 13 is all about logic and just applying the logic of special things, because digits, when you consider, I was just telling before you joined, Madhura, what is the special thing about digits is that it can only be between 0 and 9. Correct? Number can be 100, 1,56,348, whatever it can be. Any number of digits can be there in a number. But if you take a digit, it's a symbol which can take values from 0 to 9 only. Correct? Shreyas?
Yes, sir.
Right? Yeah. So that is the special thing. Now, we are told, now if we just apply this logic repeatedly, then we will be able to solve this puzzle. And then finally, you have to try out some 2 or 3 things. And then within that, one number will be the right number. So let us start. Rajesh selects a 5-digit number. He has a 5-digit number to start with. Okay. Now he gets a 4-digit number from this by erasing one of the digits. We are not told which digits he erases, but erasing one of the digits. Okay. Now the sum of the original 5-digit number and the 4-digit number is 51185. Hey, hi Pranav. Okay, Sai Pranav has messaged me something. We are looking at question number 13, Pranav. Okay. So yeah, Sai Pranav, I think you are right, but I think we will not start with that. Okay. Okay, Ashish is joining. Wait. No, I think the other Sai Pranav, I think you may have gone too far ahead. I think those may not have the. So let us go one by one. Okay, Ashish has also joined. Okay, I'm going to read this thing again. Rajesh.
Sir, are we doing the 12th one or 13th?
13th one. 12th one we did it, na, last time. So 13th one we are.
But I had a doubt actually.
What is the doubt?
In these weighing scales, all of them measure the same. I didn't understand the last sentence.
Oh, the last sentence. If D is placed on one side, which means that, see, these are the scale, right? So D is placed on one side. So there is only one single weight of D on one side. Then how many number of weights of C will be required on the other side to match D? So essentially they are asking is D is equal to how many times C? That is what they are asking. If it is 2 times, you have to put 2 weights of C on one side and 1 is D. That means D is equal to 2C. If 3 weights are placed, then it is 3C, right? That's what they are asking. Right?
Yes.
Just like here, A is equal to B plus C. Right? In third figure, there is A and it's equal to B plus C. BC means B plus C here, not B into C. Because they are just telling the weights. There is 1 weight of B and 1 weight of C there. So A is equal to B plus C. Similarly, they want to know on one side, if they place D, how much they should put C on the other side. I think we found it, D is equal to 8C or something like that. We found it from last time, I remember. Right? Okay. So 13th one, we are again coming back. I think more people have joined. So we are going to just apply the logic of the digits one by one. And we should start, see, any number when you are starting with, right? It is mostly you should start from the last digit and then it helps. Okay. So many times. So let us look at it. What we are starting with, we are starting with a 5-digit number. Okay. I'm going to call that number as A, B, C, D, E. Okay. Why? Because each one of them represents one of the digits. So A, B, C, D, E, and each of them can be between 0 and 9. Obviously, first digit being A, it cannot be 0. It will be between 1 and 9. And after that, everything else will be between 0 and 9. Because first digit is 0, then you will not consider it and you will drop it, right? That's the thing. So you never write 4 like 04 or 00004, etc. Right? So you always start with something which is non-zero. Okay. And
Sir,
then, yeah.
So there has to have been at least one carryover in this. Because if there was no carryover and the sum was directly 511, it would be possible for it to have a 1-1, like for 2 1-1s, because then they both would be a sum and we get 2. You couldn't get a 1.
You are right. You are right. I think only thing is that I think order is important. Sai Pranav, you have many of the concept. I think you are applying correct. Only thing is that let us apply it systematically in order, right? We'll order and then we will see it. You are right. I think we are coming to that. Okay. So you start with a 5-digit number. Then Rajesh notes that down. Let us call it A, B, C, D, E. Then he erases one of them. We don't know. He may be erasing A or B or C or D or E. Okay. Any one of them he erases. Now you get a 4-digit number. Okay. Because one of the digits is gone. Remaining is a 4-digit number. Now he adds it to the first 5-digit number. And the sum you get is 51185. Okay. Very, very crucial. Actually, this has got a very big clue in it. Okay. And now you are asked the sum of the digits of the original 5-digit number, which is, I mean, once we find the number, then we can find out the sum of the digits. They are effectively the same. But the 5-digit number plus the sum of the 4-digit number, right? That 5 and 4-digit number together is 51185. Does this give you a clue? Does this give you a clue? Look at the last digit. Okay, it's 5. Last digit is 5 of the sum. Does this give you a clue? Which digit Rajesh would have erased? Okay, you can get it from here. Which digit Rajesh would have erased? Did he erase the first one, second one, third one, fourth one, or the fifth one? Is there some chat? Carry over. I don't know. You should ask. Carry over.
So I think it might be the first digit, because I don't think it's possible for them to get an odd number as their first digit unless he erases the first digit. Or it's a carryover, either of the two.
Correct. So let us start with the simpler possibility. What is the simplest possibility? Actually, there is only one digit he could have erased. There is no other possibility. There is only one possibility that, see, if the last digit is 5. Okay, now let us, everybody has understood this problem, because I'm now going to go into the whiteboard so that you are not going to do this. Right? Whiteboard?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I will stop sharing this and go. But imagine the last digit. So, okay, if any other digit he has erased, okay, then look at it. The last digit of the 5-digit number is E, A, B, C, D, E. If any other digit except the last digit has been erased, then the last digit of the 4-digit number will also be ending with E. Now, E plus E will be 2 times E. Will it ever be with carry, without carry? Will it ever be 5 or 15? There are only 2 possibilities, 5 or 15. Right? When you add 2 digits, what is the sum of the digits can be going from 0 up to 18. Okay, because each of the digit can be between 0 and 9. So when you add 2 digits, it can only be sum between 0 and 18. Okay. Now ending with 5 means either it has to be 5 or 15. Can you add, can any digit multiplied by 2 can give 5 or 15?
No, sir.
It will always have to be even, right? It cannot be odd number. 2 times 1 digit can never be odd number. So that means you know from just from this that Rajesh, what the digit that he has erased is the last digit, E. That is what he has erased. Are you following me? I will now go to whiteboard.
Yes, sir.
Right? So let us go to here. See, let us say the first digit was A, B, C, D, and E. Okay, each one of them is a digit, and we are saying plus. We are saying that one of them he erases. So he could not, if he erases, unless he erases E, anything else he erases. If he erases B or A or C, then whatever it is a 4-digit number, it will end with something like, let us eliminate A. It will end with B, or let's eliminate B, then it will be like A, C, D, and E. Right now, last digit will always come as E only, right? Unless that has been erased, and 2 times E will never be 5 or 15. Okay, because we got that the sum of the two numbers is 51185. Last digit was 5. Okay, so that can never be the case. So that means the only thing that has happened is he has erased the 5th digit, and this is what he has added. Okay, and this comes out to be 51185. Okay, this is what is given in the problem. Now we have got one clue that he has erased this one. He has erased the last digit. Okay, now we are going to start getting more clues. Okay, look at the final sum, which is 51185. Okay, now the second digit of that is 1 here. This is 1, right? 5 1. Okay, now B plus A is equal to 1. Either it is 1 or it has to be 11. Correct?
Yes, sir.
See, what have happened is C plus B. Okay, actually you should start with C plus B. Now C plus B is also giving a digit 1. Okay, now see, but some carry forward might have also has happened. So either C plus B is equal to 1, or C plus B is equal to 11, or C plus B can also be equal to 10, because one carry forward getting added from the previous step, adding to C plus B, right? And that carry forward can only be 1. Okay, it cannot ever be 2, because when you add 2-digit number, as we said, the maximum sum you get is 18. Okay, so the carry forward will never be more than 1. It will be either 0 or it will be 1. Correct? Yeah. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Right, you are able to follow this logic, right? Okay, fine. Now there is one more, this one. Now there is one more clue which I think Sai Pranav was hinting at. The 5-digit number, okay, something it is, plus 4-digit number. What is the maximum value of the 4-digit number? Maximum value. It can be 9999. That too is if all of them are the same. Otherwise, it will be like 9876 or something like that. Right? That is the maximum value of a 4-digit number. Okay. When you add it to the original 5-digit number, you get 51185. Okay. So can the first digit A, can it be anything other than 4? It can never be 3. Imagine 3 if it is there. 3 is there, and say 3x BCDE plus, even if you add the maximum 9999, you will never get into 511, because 3 something 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 plus 9999 will always be 4 something something something. It will never be 5 something something. Correct? Just look at it. Even if the 3 is the maximum value of 3 is what? 39999 plus 9999. This also you will get, it is, you will get 49998 or something. You will get it. This is what you will get it. So you will never cross the 50,000 mark unless the first digit, which is A, it is 4. Okay, it has to be 4.
Or even 5, right?
Okay, 5 is also possible. Yeah, 5 is also possible, but okay, very unlikely, I think, based on these numbers. But we'll see. Yeah, A is either 4 or 5. Okay, so far you get it. Okay.
Yes,
A is either 4 or 5. So let us see. A is 4 or 5. Okay. Okay.
4 1 1 0.
Okay. Then E plus D. E plus D is equal to 5 or
4
what is that? Sorry, someone is saying something. A is 4 or 5 and E plus D is either 5 or equal to 15. That is how you would have got the last digit, being 5 here. Correct? Yeah, this digit. Okay, E plus D. So this being the clue, now you start getting into more things. Now, if A is 4, okay, let us consider A is 4 because 5 will be unlikely. We will see it why it is unlikely. But first, assume that simpler cases A will be 4. Okay, if A is 4, now A plus 1, so carry forward B plus A can would have been 1. There might have been 1 plus 1 carry forward previously also, but B plus A plus carry forward from previous digit, okay, is equal to how much it is. It would have been 11, and that's how you would have got the second digit as 11 with 1 carry forward going to the previous one, and A being 4, A plus carry forward 1 would have given you 5. Are you following me? See, this 5 you will get it because A is 4 plus 1 carry forward is coming from this. Okay, so B plus A, but B plus A we don't know. There together it might also have got the carry forward from the previous digit. So we don't know whether the carry forward of the previous digit is 0 or 1. But definitely after this, when you add it, B plus A plus carry forward is coming to 11, and that's how you are getting this one number digit here, and 1 getting carry forward to the previous one, giving you 5. Okay, that is how you get this 51. So B plus A plus carry forward is equal to 11. Okay, this is also a clue, you get it. Okay, similarly you get the clue that the second one here, this also comes. How does it come? Is here also you will get a clue that the third digit when you add it, so it is C plus B plus some carry forward of previous. So this is, we'll call it carry forward 1. We'll call it carry forward 2. This C plus B here. See, remember this C and this B. When they add it, you are getting here 1. Here you are getting it 1. But C plus B, there might have been some carry forward coming from earlier also. So C plus B plus carry forward 2. Together you are getting either 1 or 11. So very likely it will be 11 only, right? Very likely, because C plus B plus carry forward thing will be 11 only. Okay, and that 1 would have got carry forward here. Okay, so we can almost we can start assigning possibilities. Okay, possibilities here we'll put it. We'll take it a separate one here. This is A is equal to 4. We are saying, and now if we assume B plus A, this carry forward 1, let us assume it being 1. Okay, it is 1 is being carried forward. So B plus A plus 1 is 11. So that means B plus A is 10 and A is 4. So what is B?
6.
B is equal to 6. This is a possibility. There might be slightly more also, but we'll just check one by one. Okay, we'll just check. This is one possibility, right? B is equal to. Now, if B is equal to 6, now C plus B plus carry forward 2 is also equal to 11. Right? The second one here we had seen it. So either carry forward 2 is either 0 or 1. If it is 0, then also C plus B cannot be 1 by itself. So C plus B is 11. Okay. Or C plus B is 10. Okay, so C plus B is equal to either 10 or 11, because that is when after adding carry forward 2 you get a 11, and one of them you get here, this one, that 51185, and then you carry forward 1 previously. So that means if you take it as this one, so I don't know, I think I will erase this first. I'll take it again. So A is equal to 4, B is equal to 6 most likely, and C is equal to B plus C plus carry forward is equal to 11. So C can be either 4 or it can be 5. So depending on that, if CF2 is either 0 or 1. Carry forward can only be 0 or 1, correct? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now we are about to get this. Now there is one more logical. Now let us look at this number. So E plus D is equal to 5 or 15. Okay. Okay. Now let us just start putting this thing. This one. So E plus D is equal to 5 or 15. And what is D plus C? That is coming to 8 or 18 plus carry forward some CF3. So if E plus D is 5, then carry forward 3 is 0. If E plus D is 15, then carry forward is 1.
Sir, it can't be 18.
It can't be 18 because if it is 18, then why? What will happen?
Then both of them should have been either
9. But
Yeah.
C, we saw that it is 4 or 5. Okay. So C plus D plus even one carry forward will never be 18 because carry forward can only be 0 or 1. So that means C plus D will have to be at least 17. If C plus D has to be 17, these are 2 digits. Okay. Then the only possibility to get 17 is by adding 9 and 8. But we saw that C can never be either, C is either 4 or 5. So C can never be 8. Okay. So that means that entire D plus C plus carry forward 3 has to be equal to 8. Okay. So now, yes, we'll write it down. D plus C plus carry forward 3 is equal to 8. It can never be 18. Everybody agrees?
Yes, sir.
Right? Because carry forward, remember in digit addition, carry forward can only be 0 or 1. It can never be. You are adding 2 digits. Okay, if you are adding 3 digits, then it can be 0, 1 or 2. But 2 digit addition, it can only be 0 or 1. And we already saw that C can never be, C is either 4 or 5. Okay. Now it is very simple. With this now you just have to try out certain numbers. Okay. So let us assume first of all, CF3 also can be either 0 or 1. Actually, we'll try it out and we'll come to know. So let us first assume CF3 is 0. Okay, carry forward 3. Last thing is 0. That means that E plus D is equal to 5. Okay. If E plus D, that otherwise if E plus D is 15, then carry forward 3 is 1. So we will assume whichever way we'll try it first. Okay. So first let us assume E plus D is equal to 5. Okay. E plus D is equal to 5. Okay. Now if E plus D is equal to 5, okay, that means D also can never be more than 5. Right. So it can be a very small number and carry forward 3 will be, so let us just put it here. Let us take example. If E plus D is equal to 5, that is one category here. The other side is E plus D is equal to 15. That is the other possibility. Right? We saw that is based on the last digit. Either it is 5 or 15. Right? If E plus D is equal to 5, okay, now let us take, so that means carry forward CF3 is equal to 0, and versus here if E plus D is equal to 15, then carry forward 3 is equal to 1. Correct? Now let us see if carry forward 3 is 0, okay, and D plus C is 8. C is either 4 or 5. Okay, then what is the value of D? It can either be again 4 or 3, and actually we'll assume that it is not the same digit is not repeating. Okay, so if C is equal to 4, C plus D is equal to plus CF3 which is 0 is equal to 8, that means D also will have to be 4. I don't think that is the thing, so we'll assume C is equal to 5. That's right. So C, if C is equal to 5, then D is equal to 3. Yeah,
C can't be 4, right? Because if it's 4,
yeah,
then on C plus B it requires a carry forward. But to get a carry forward, D plus C has to be 18. But D plus C can't be 18.
correct. Absolutely. I think now you have applied the great, brilliant. So correct. So if D plus C plus CF3 is 8, that means, okay, if D plus C plus CF3 is 8, that means CF2 is also 0. It cannot be 1. Correct?
No, sir. I mean, it can be like C and D is 7, so plus 1 8.
Huh?
The value C plus D can be 7, and then plus carry forward 1, then 1 plus 7 8.
Oh,
That's carry forward 1. So you're saying carry forward 2.
no. Wait. Madhura, what we started with, we are seeing two possibilities. If E plus D is equal to 5, then by definition carry forward 3 is equal to 0. There is another possibility. If E plus D is equal to 15, then carry forward 3 is equal to 1. We'll see it. We'll see both the possibilities. I have not eliminated it. There are two possibilities. First one, I am just checking if E plus D is equal to 5. Okay. If E plus D is equal to 5, then carry forward 3 is equal to 0. Okay. If carry forward 3 is equal to 0, then D plus C can only be 8. It can never be 18. Okay. If D plus C is 8, that means carry forward 2 also. If D plus C plus thing cannot be 18, that means carry forward 2 is also 0. Okay. Then CF2 is also 0. And if CF2 is 0, that means C is equal to 5. Correct?
Yes, sir. And C is equal to 5. That means D has to be 3 because 3 plus 5 is 8.
Yeah.
And if D is 3, then E has to be 2. So
Then
that
E is equal to 2. So we will just write one possibility here. This is not the final one. We'll just say it is A is equal to 4, B is equal to 6. Okay. C is equal to 5, D is equal to 3, and E is equal to 2. This is one possibility. We'll just check. Okay. Plus, we will see whether what number we get is. Plus, he is eliminating the last digit, we said. Okay. So that is why it is 4653. Okay. What is the value we get it? Either we'll get it here or the other way around. So now 2 plus 3 is 5. We start with 5. Then 3 plus 5 is 8. Okay. Then 6 plus 5 is 11. Carry forward 1. 6 plus 4 is 10. Carry forward. No. 6 plus 4, 10 plus carry forward 1 is 11. You take 1 and carry forward 1 and we get 1. So 51185. We got it. So this is the number. Right? If it was not coming, then we would have gone here and we would have tried out this also. We'll just check what would have happened. If carry forward 3 was 1, then D plus C would have been D plus C plus carry forward 1 would have been 8. That means D plus C would have been 7. Now, if C was equal to 4 or 5, now again carry forward 2 would have been 0 only. It can never be. Carry forward 2 would have been still be 0. And then what we would have got it here is that C is equal to 4 or 5 and D plus C is equal to how much? 7. So 3 or 2. So C is equal to what? C is equal to 4 or 5. And D is equal to 3 or 2. One of them we would have got it, and then we would have to check it. So then we have to just check out that number and whether the sum also comes. So finally, with this, what happens is you are able to finally just have 2 or 3 possibilities, and then you can always check it and whether it is coming. Now here, incidentally, we just followed it and we found that it is matching here. So this is the number actually 51185. We got it, right? So original number of Rajesh's was 46532. Okay. So now they have asked what is the sum of the digits of this original number. It is very easy now. 4 plus 6 plus 5 plus 3 plus 2. We'll add it. But this is the way we followed. We just use the clues, okay, of the digits to eliminate possibilities. What can be 1? What can be 2? Some of the 2 digits. Same number digit, if you add it, it can only be an even number, right? It can only be ending with even. It can never be ending with 5 or odd number.
But C has to be 5. C can't be 4.
C can't be 4. Yeah, that is. And why is that actually?
So it's because C plus B has to be like 11.
Yeah.
And if C is 4 and B is 6, it becomes 10, not 11. And no way you can get a carryover from D plus C because it cannot be 18.
Yes, that is correct. Actually, carry forward 2 is always 0. We found that. And because carry forward 2 is always 0, then what we are saying is C plus B plus carry forward 2 is equal to, we said that was also 11, right? So carry forward 2 is 0. So C plus B has to be 11. And if B is 6, then obviously C has to be 5, right? That is how we say it. Okay. Yeah, you're right. I think Sai Pranav, if you just try out some other numbers, then you will get the sum will be different. So finally, it is okay. Sometimes you have to just then check out the possibilities by putting the number and then see, because that you can do it as long as there are very few possibilities. If there are only 2 or 3 possibilities, you can try out each one of them and see whether the sum is correct or not. Right? So this is the way to use it. Everybody got it? Any questions, any doubts?
No, sir.
Right? And this is what I want you to learn. Okay, this is what I want you to learn. This is, see, this is not some advanced mathematics. It is only mathematical thinking. Right? The thinking is mathematical. It is not some advanced formulas I teach or whatever. I say logic. You use logic. Say what can be possible. Now, someone might think that okay, because you have to get this clue that sum of 2 digits will never be more than 18. Right? That you have to get it. Okay. Sum of 3 digits can never be more than 27. Because why? Because 1 digit can maximum value is 9. So 2 times 9 is 18, 3 times 9 is 27. So, and then when you add it like this, what is the carry forward possibilities? As long as you carry that, and what is odd, what is even, when can it be odd, when can it be even? If you just apply that one after the other systematically, you can solve. See, this problem looked unsolvable. I don't know how many of you felt that this problem was unsolvable when you started it. Just look at it. There is a 5-digit number. He raises 1 digit, you get a 4-digit number, you sum it, it is 51185, and then you are asked to find out the number. Right? But logic is the way forward. And logic is the way forward even for number 14. Number 14 is what? The number of all 3-digit numbers such that the 100th digit minus the 10th digit is equal to 10th digit minus the units digit. Okay. Any number which follows this, it is that is what they want. Okay. So 100s minus 10th digit, okay, is equal to 10s minus units digit. How will we oh, I was not, sorry, I was showing you this one. I started sharing so 13 number we solved it, and 14 number is very just like this, we will be able to get it. Okay, so it's a 3-digit number. Let us call it ABC. Okay, any 3-digit number can be written as ABC. Okay, A can only be, first digit can only be 1 or 9, 1 to 9. It cannot be 0. And then second digit can be anything, 0 to 9. Third digit can also be 0 to 9. Now, if you take this, now if you apply the same logic, then you will get it. Let me go to the whiteboard again. Right, let us erase this. Let us take it. This one is very, very simple. We are saying A, B, C. Okay, let the number be there. Now they are saying that A minus B is equal to B minus C, because 100th digit minus 10th digit is equal to 10th digit minus unit digit. Okay, so let us take an example. Let us start putting, let A is equal to 9 and B is equal to how much? We'll check it. Let A is equal to 9. We'll start with it. Okay, then let B is equal to what? It is a different digit. It's not the same digit. So, I mean, the numbers are they should say that it cannot be same. So if B is equal to 8, then 9 minus 8 should be equal to 8 minus 7. So C is equal to 7. This is one possibility, right? There is also another possibility. A is equal to 9 and B is equal to, B cannot be 9. We already checked 8. Then what is the other possibility? B can be equal to 7. If B is equal to 7, then C is equal to 5. Because 9 minus 7 is equal to 7 minus 5. So it can be another possibility. This is one possibility. Then A can also be remain. Let A be 9 and let B be equal to 6.
Can I say something?
Sorry?
Sir, the average of A and C has to be B.
Average of A and C have to be B. Yeah, that is correct. That is correct. You are right. Absolutely right. So 9 plus 3, 12 by 2 is 6, 9 plus 5, 14 by 2 is 7, 9 plus 7, 8, 16 by 2 is 8. Similarly, let A is equal to 9 also. And you can also take B is equal to, actually this you can just note it down by way. If B is equal to 5, then C will have to be equal to 1. Right? And that is the last number that we get with starting with 9. Because 9, 5, 1. 9 minus 5 is equal to 5 minus 1. So we got four numbers, we got it. 987, 975. We got it 963 and 951. Right? Then now after that you similarly you just try it out by putting the A is equal to 8. If A is equal to 8, then what will be B is equal to, it can, now B can never be 9. Okay, because 8 minus 9 will be minus 1, and then 9 minus 1 minus 1, that way it will not work. So B will have to be either 7 or 6 or 5, and or it can also be 4, because 8 minus 4 is equal to 4 minus 0. That is also a possibility. So there are similarly four numbers you will get it with 8, starting with 8, and just try it out. So this problem actually is, you can just, this way you can just solve it. You will get it in 2 minutes. You will get it. I think the number is some 10 or 12. I think is the number that you get it. Okay, fine. So I think this is what it is. Let me see. We are almost to the end of our class. But this way you just, whatever is the, you just read the question carefully, and then you will get clues within that. Some things will be possible, some things will not be possible. So the moment you start applying logic like this, now you will be able to eliminate it and get the possibilities. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So with that, we are ending our class here. So I'm thinking to whether to continue solving this question paper or to go back to our puzzles now. What do you think? We will see it. We will decide.
So anything is fine.
Huh? Anything is fine.
Yes,
But
sir, anything is fine.
what do you think is more this one, like solving this question paper one by one? Does it give you a lot of clues that you can use it later on, or we will go to riddles? Okay, fine. Then I think we will do it. Maybe we'll just take one more week for the puzzle. Sorry, this one question paper, and then we'll go back to our puzzle. Okay. All right. Okay, then see you. See you next.
Bye, sir.
Bye bye.